Okay, hello there. Here we go, day 8, and here we are. It's classical guitar lesson number 2. Obviously last week sandwiched quite a bit of content in with the pieces we're performing. So what I want to do today is concentrate on just a few of the pieces, okay? That the main ones that we're working on. Not Salsa Party, because I've covered quite a bit on that, but a little bit more of Helping Hand, Gypsy Dance, and one or two others for the for other pupils that need it. Now I'm going to start today with an exercise which one or two of my pupils with their lessons we've been looking at in detail, and one of them is pulgar, the thumb. The thumb plays these 3 strings. We've talked about head, H-E-A-D, in the lessons. You know, your head's at this bit of the guitar, the rest of the spelling E-A-D. It seems to work, for me anyway. And there's the thumb playing E-A-D. Okay, a bit dramatic there. And of course, while I'm doing that, what's a good idea is these 3 fingers, index, middle, and the A finger, can rest like that on these 3 strings. So it means they're anchored, which is brilliant. Okay, so you can get used to that by doing that little exercise. E, A, D, A, E, A, D, A. It's almost like bells ringing, yeah? Let's hear those bells. This we can extend this into a little exercise. So pulgar, thumb plays big E, index plays the 3rd string, middle finger plays the 2nd string, and this finger here, the A finger, plays the E string. So if I put that together, let's have a close-up. Okay, so it's going to go. So see how that works out. It takes a little bit of time. So please look at your hand while you're doing it. You know, so actually look at it. Now what we can do to make that a bit more fancier is to put it in some form of little tune. And it was one of the first exercises I got taught, actually. Yeah, back in the day, that was the time. And I felt I was playing great as well, which I was. So watch this, I'm going to put this together. And you get that you could look at a picture or look at something else while you're doing it. A pigeon on my roof over there. Yeah. So here we go. Now I can extend that and make it a bit more interesting by alternating the bass notes. So I'm going E, A, D, A. So then see, and already, and if you can do that again, it's going to help you with the work coming up. Now let's look at the initial grade work. Okay, so we've got Gypsy Dance. Now Gypsy Dance, we're obviously mixing, we're not doing that in it, but we're using pulgar, as I explained last lesson. And then you've got to make sure that you use index and middle for that E note. So it's... Now notice my tone colours in there. When I talk about tone colours, I'm on about how I make the guitar, make a simple piece sound really beautiful, and prove to you that the level that you're at the minute is brilliant. Okay, so I'm starting off loud. Then a little bit. Notice how my hand has moved towards this part. Okay, so we've got a sweet sound or dolce. A bit louder. Soft, quiet, still quiet. And then a crescendo, and then wake the audience up at the end. Okay, I'll have a quick run through Helping Hand. Well, I ran through it last lesson, so actually I won't go through it, but just bearing in mind, just make sure we're getting those minims on that one. So we've got that. Do that again. 2. Remember I talked about 2. Okay, and again the accompaniment was on the last recording, which you can just click on. Now the other little tune that we've got on there was La Tortue. Now that's similar to Gypsy Dance, as I said before. Again, I'm not going to play through it because I played through it last time. Likewise with the other grade piece, Joy to the World, which one of my pupils is working on. I hope that's going all right. Salsa Party, as I said before, should be okay as well. Just double checking. Check. Oh, the other one was obviously the Rising Sun and the Aurelie as well, that a couple of pupils are doing. I played the Rising Sun the last time, but I'll just double check with the Aurelie. Love me tender. Yeah, okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Remember your counting. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And that little staccato note at the end. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so that's brilliant. That's good. Now, the other thing that I must not forget is my pupils who are working through enjoy playing the guitar. Okay, now we've kind of arrived around the area of Little Bird, okay, which is basically a very common tune that's used in a lot of instruments, sometimes called Lightly Row. So Little Bird, now again, if you've been listening in the lessons, how I've stressed it's so important to practice the scale. Now the scale is on the other page, or known as a note bank, or I've given you it on a separate piece of paper. Either of the formats you'll have. And remember, third string, remember the string number with a circle round it. So you've got open G, then the little 2 next to the note gives you a clue for the fret number. And come on, we've talked about it in the lessons. It's no good playing on the 2nd fret with the 1st finger. It needs to be finger 2. Remember, finger a fret. Oops, I've got the finger a fret like that. See, so 1st finger's always playing fret 1, 2nd fret 2, 3rd fret 3, and the 4th finger, which we're not using just yet, but that's how that works, right? And if you can get it like that and practice the scale as it is, so and then when you're happy with that, and again, it's watching the fingers and you'll get where, or if you want to be really fancy, just play 1 G. Notice these as well. I know some people play like that because we have said that the left hand is the working hand. Get that right and come back to this hand for those of you that haven't kind of made yourselves practice the walking fingers. But it's almost like walking upstairs with only having one foot, you know, having one leg, which if you're injured it might happen, but you've always got a finger ready to step over as though you're stepping upstairs. See how they're doing a good walk, Michael Jackson moonwalk. Yeah, so there was Little Bird. So Little Bird went like this, which uses these notes out of our musical alphabet. There's a little C scale. See? Now obviously it's no good doing jingle bells this time of the year. But then we got obviously to the page of the third string, which matches what I've just said. And there's that note bank, there's the G scale. Some of you tried Yankee Doodle, right, which is quite a tricky piece, you know. And that can be teamed up with this. Now you can try this alongside it. And it becomes a famous piece called Dueling Banjos. And then we had Au Clair de la Lune, yeah? Whoops. I'll do a little accompaniment there. Okay, now if I turn over the page, we come to the bass strings, which I was explaining with that exercise at the beginning. Okay, and one or two of my really good pupils, I have to say I'm very impressed with them. They know who they are, and they're already on to the next 3 pages, which is brilliant because it's where you feel like you're properly playing the guitar, like the left and right hand of a piano player. The thumb, that's the left hand of the piano player, and these 3 fingers are going to be the right hand. So you've almost got this split, and that's why you've got 3 clear strings and 3 metal wound ones. So it's great. Some guitars do have a 4th one, but that's a slightly different reason for that because of chord playing and rhythm playing, and that lends itself more to steel strings and popular music. But yeah, there you go. So I hope that's been of benefit to you all. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to close this lesson. I will be performing a few more pieces for you, probably Thursday, just as a little mini recital, just to keep the guitar going. And for the Pop and Rockers, lesson 2 will be tomorrow. so I will make sure I put that lesson down as well. Okay, stay safe and we'll keep going, and I'll see you next week for lesson 3. Thank you.